Lucifer is the spirit that is anti-Jesus, that is anti-Christ. It is the spirit that causes conflict, confusion, and all the conflicts and horrible things that you see happening in the world. The second spirit that operated in me was the spirit of Leviathan. The spirit of Leviathan is the old ancient demon that is responsible for all the marine activities. For example, the spiritual husband. It operates the mermaids, the snakes that are in the rivers. Mostly people don't know of those things, but they do exist. And they are all falling under the king Leviathan. The third spirit that was operating in me was the spirit of Numeral. The spirit of Numeral is the spirit that has all the statistics of the world because it operates with numbers and alphabets. Reason being that everything that is done in this world, you use numbers and you will use alphabets. Whether you quote a name or you name a product, everything will be used with regards to numbers and alphabets. So it works mainly with possessing the minds of the people and connecting to them through their names and numbers. For example, your ID, your birth date, it has numbers. Your name, it has alphabets. So that's how Satan would use the spirit of Numeral to get the database of the world. I was trained by Satan to sit in the cabinet because there is a protocol in the spiritual realm. There is the Trinity of Satan. The Trinity of Satan is Satan, the beast, and the false prophet. The second step is the principalities, the powers and the rulers and the lords that rule the universe, including the world. And there's continental demons. Continental demons, they monitor each and every single continent. And they are responsible to monitor every single activity that goes on in the continent. And there is supervising demons. The supervising demons, they get directive from the continental demons to guard every single area of the world, whether in the land, the air, or in the sea. Then we have senior demons. Senior demons are those that will be monitoring towns, cities, and all the other areas under the continent. And then we will have junior demons. Junior demons are those demons that follow each and every single human being, individuals, whether rich, young, old. The junior demons will monitor everything about those people. And they make sure that they connect with the minds of people to torment them. And they will cause things like spirit of lying, spirit of lust, spirit of anger, spirit of bitterness, spirit of laziness. All those spirits, they will be monitoring the minds of the people and they will influence them. And they are regarded as the most important demons because they are the ones who involved in the day-to-day activities of human beings. And they have the power to invite worse demons than them. So the tools that the enemy would be using, he would use every single mode of communications that human beings used. For example, he can use music, he can use the internet, he can use men of God, he can use every single person, the stakeholders in the community, in the world. For example, the men of God, he would use them by making them to crave power instead of grace. Because he would make sure that every single time that become famous, the churches, they grow, everything about them grows. They will crave for more power and they will have pride. At that time, when they have pride, the evil spirits will come in and they will supply them with power. Now, because of the pride, they will be blinded and they will not see the source of the power that they have. And they would also use the people around the men of God. If at all they cannot be able to reach the men of God, they will use, for example, the children of the men of God, the wife or the pastors or all the other denominations in the church, they will make sure that they cause frustration. You will find that the pastor's children, they are wayward. It's those spirits that is monitoring them, making sure that the man of God is frustrated, and they will always not have time with God. They will always be frustrated and try to solve problems. At the end of the day, the protection is gone, and they would enter and destroy the man of God. We use fornication. Fornication in the terms of when you are sleeping with somebody, there is a transference of blood. The time you sleep with somebody, whether a prostitute or anyone else that is not of the same religion as you, or just sleeping with anybody, you will transfer blood into that person and they will transfer blood into you. If you are a man of God, maybe you sleep with a prostitute. The minute you sleep with them, they go and report back into the kingdom of darkness. And whenever that prostitute or whoever you slept with is promoted, you would go, if they are promoted in rank, you as the man of God, they would take you along with them. That is why you find many men of God are destroyed today. They are possessed, but only they are not aware because they just thought that they slept with the people. The internet, how they use the internet, it's like there is certain websites that they would post. For example, they post music, they post pictures, they post every single thing that they know that it's the latest gadget these days that people use. For example, they would use a picture. You would not necessarily know that that picture is evil, but to them they know that it's very much evil. How we connected with you, it's if you have, say for example, a weakness of laziness, that demon in the picture you are seeing in the internet will connect with your laziness, and the minute you are looking at that picture, it will invite more spirits and they will be transferred in you. So many people don't know that the things that are posted in the internet, they have spirits. They don't just act alone, they act with spirits inside them. Music, how we transfer music is, music is crowd pullers. Many artists are crowd pullers. So artists that belong to the kingdom of darkness, the kingdom of Satan, any lyrics, any songs, anything that they do, they don't send it alone. It goes with spirits. So whenever you are listening to the music, the lyrics may not say Satan, but within them, because of the authority they are given in the kingdom of darkness, they will begin to transfer spirits and they will connect with your spirit. So if you don't have protection, they will begin to possess you. That's why you find many people are not aware that many artists, they belong to the kingdom of darkness. We're having a meeting with the cohorts of the devil in hell. So this man came, I didn't know it was Jesus. He was wearing a robe, it was red, and it looked like they were dipping it inside the blood. And it had a rope this side and it was golden. So he had holes in his hand. And he also had holes in his feet. And his face looked like somebody was beating him up. It looked almost disfigured. You couldn't recognize him. And he had a crown made of thorns and it was put on his head. So the minute I saw that man, I developed the curiosity to know, because whenever he came, everything stopped. Not even Satan could move. He would just stop right there. So I went to him, and when I touched him, when he looked at my side, I felt love, I felt compassion, and those things I was not related to. That's what made me to decide to exit the kingdom of darkness. So physically, I confessed to my mother that I had been serving Satan. So because she did not understand, my mother now called different pastors to come and pray for me. And most of the time when they would pray for me, the spirits inside me, they would despise the man of God, because they would see that he has not gone to a level where we were at that time. So many men of God that tried to pray for me, they were destroyed. And some of them were fornicating, others were drunkards. So that is when one day my brother, he gave us the video cassette of senior prophet TB Joshua. So the first time I saw the prophet of God, I said to my mother, I have to meet this man. I believe this man can help me. I believe he's the only one who can help me. So that is when I tried to come. Since 1998, I've been trying to get here until Recently, that is how I was able to come to the synagogue.
The men of God that came to deliver you, are you the one that attacked them or your people?
It's the people that I was serving that were attacking the men of God. Because I wanted to go out of the kingdom, but now I was battling between me and them. And anytime